YouTubers, it's Nick540 here. I've got a quick little video here to do. This news article was taken from the Globe and Mail. It's titled "ETFs Suck the Life Out of Gold's Greatest Bull Market." And it's quite an interesting little article here. This was from Friday's newspaper, Friday the 17th of May. And some of the things that say in this article is that the culprit for lower gold prices are gold exchange traded funds, so the ETFs, and it sold a net 177 tons of the gold in the quarter, so this last quarter, as by far the biggest quarterly overflow in ETF history. So these emergence of gold ETFs created an entirely new pool of demand that hadn't existed before. And in this article, they say the World Gold Council noted that individual investors will show plenty of interest in gold. They're the ones buying the solid gold bars coins, which saw a 10% rise in the demand in the quarter. So basically, it's large scale industrial investors that have abandoned ship when it comes to investing in the precious metals. And it's the small jewelry, coin collectors, coin investors, the small ones, all of us on YouTube, our little community that is buying up the physical metal. So I'm expecting that the ETFs, all the large portfolio holders that hold most of the gold in ETFs, the part of the reason the drop is because they've started pulling their money. They've gotten a little bit bored with the investment and are kind of changing it up a bit. So that's why we're seeing a dip there based on what this article said. Another article, this one is from BBC News, and it was taken yesterday. It says that the deep sea gold rush moves closer, and they're talking about the prospect of doing very large scale deep sea gold rush. Of course, just to find more quantity of gold. This is quite a large article. There's a few problems with this that I see. On the good side for investors, obviously they're trying to find new metals, and they're maybe this is a cheaper option of doing that. It's quite a long article. So they're looking not just for gold, but they're looking for other metals such as silver, arsenic, copper, and they're going to find it within. They're called nodules, so small mineral-rich rocks on the seabed, and so they're starting those mining that, and it looks like they're going to get approval from the UN International Seabed Authority, perhaps. So it's quite a good article. If you have the time, take a read at it. Again, it just shows that they're looking for new and creative ways to find metals. The bad side about doing this is, of course, the environment. We always have to consider the environment when we are buying metals. We don't want to, rape and pillage everything on this planet. So this is just. I'm not for this personally, but to each their own. The third thing I want to quickly talk about was a while back I did a video saying that my family wasn't into metals and they didn't really get it. That wasn't totally true. Now that I've been at home for a little bit, the quarters you see in front of you were actually passed down from my grandfather to my father. And these are all silver quarters. They are 80% quarters. These ones here with the cougar on them, or lynx, I'm not sure, I think it's a cougar. These ones are really, really nice. And these ones have old Queen Elizabeth on them, and then these ones. So these were passed, my grandfather knew what he was doing. And probably the most exciting thing that my dad showed me was this 1900, so turn of the century. This is a 1900, let's see if I can get it in focus here. 1900 British gold sovereign. Right here. There's the back. So this is a turn of the century coin. This is just over a quarter ounce of gold. It's pretty heavy, really quite heavy, even compared to these quarters. It's quite heavy. And it is quarter ounce of gold. So it's about the same amount of gold as a Krugerrand. It's 22 karat, and the rest is copper. So it's 22 karat gold and 8% copper. So I think that's how the ratio. But this is really nice, and this coin here was passed down from my great grandfather to my grandfather and to my father. So this has more than just the gold value. This actually has sentimental value. You can see the thickness here. Um, this is quite an old gold coin. It's really quite nice, and it's again a quarter ounce, sorry, of gold. So I take it back in my video saying my family wasn't interested. This has been something that's going on for generation to generation. So I'm quite pleased to say that my great grandfather, grandfather, and my father had the foresight to keep some of these items around. There's some more coins, and I'll do them in a different video. But here's just a little intro to those. So I hope you're all, if you're Canadian, having a good long weekend, and if you're elsewhere, I hope you're having a good Sunday. And we'll talk to you later. See you in the next video. Check out those articles if you can. Bye.